Nice to be back home, I guess. We needed a win today. Went up against a very good pitcher in Fulmer, and we had some good at bats. I mean, Matty Andrees set the tone. He gives up the early home run, but it didn't phase him, didn't rattle him. Kept him right there. Allowed Beck, who had a tremendous game for us today, Tim Beckham, to come up, hit the two-run homer, and then also, I think his infield single got everything started to kind of separate the game at the end. But it was a good day for a lot of people. We needed our bullpen. A lot of guys come in, have some success, and they did.
Kevin, Matt Andrees, he outdueled the AL Rookie of the Year in Michael Fulmer. What was working for him tonight?
I think just the off-speed stuff was really working. He threw some really good breaking balls. He got a lot of change-ups under the zone for swing and miss, and he just continued to make pitches. The most impressive thing is, after the home run, which was impressive itself from Cabrera, that nothing fazed him, didn't rattle him. He just went out there and stuck to his game plan, his approach.
Your team now beats the AL Cy Young winner in Rick Porcello tonight, AL Rookie of the Year in Michael Fulmer. What does that say about your offense?
Well, it says there's a lot of good pitching in the league, obviously, but these guys, they've done a nice job offensively. I know you're going to have some quiet nights, and you tip your cap to the pitchers, but that guy is very, very talented, and was really happy with the at-bats that we had off of him. His pitch count never got up, but he's not a guy that you want to wait around for and get deep in counts, because his stuff can be so overpowering.
Tonight, what do you just make of the timely hitting? It seemed like every time, for example, even with Tim Beckham, bottom third, the team needed an answer, and guys came through.
Yeah, that's a big part of us winning games, and that's something that probably eluded us a little bit on this past road trip, but we're back home. We're good to be done talking about it and keep getting those big hits with guys on base.
How big is it for Andrees to go back out for the sixth and get those guys top of your order? Is that kind of a growth moment for him?
Yeah, if he looks at it that way, great. I felt at that time he was the best matchup to go get those guys, and obviously he did. His stuff never decreased at all throughout his outing. He just looked really crisp tonight on the mound.
Farquhar and Hunter to come in and calm things down in the seventh. How big was that?
Yeah, Danny's been. Both those guys have done a nice job for us here early on. Danny's been huge, and the other night, that was probably as much on me overextending him in Boston, and then got him a day off to where he felt a little fresher, and that's what when he's fresh, you can see that he really does a nice job against some of those left-handed hitters.
Kevin, could you embellish a little bit about Beckham? He's become kind of a target for fans here, but
yeah,
he had a really nice night tonight.
Yeah, he had a huge night. Beck and Matt Andrees, to me, are the story of the night. And look, for the most part, we've asked Beck to play solid shortstop. He's done that. Obviously, he didn't get off to the hottest start offensively at the plate, but if you look at his last couple ball games, he's starting to feel pretty good. And when he does, he's got the ability to knock a ball out of the ballpark like we've seen in Boston, and then tonight a huge home run.
To be able to get the first one at home after that road trip.
It was a roast. You can call it a roast.
It's pretty big to come home and win the first one.
It is, yeah. And like Alex said, against a really good pitcher. Just impressed with the guys. Like, it's okay to be frustrated on not performing well, but you got to be able to turn the page and bounce back, and that's what they did today.
You got to make it feel good. The Pen kind of took it personally. There were some blown leads on their own. They were solid all the way through tonight.
Definitely, yeah. It was nice to get Alex, Coleman in the game, and 5 pitches in 9 games is not ideal. We need him pitching, because if he's pitching, generally we're winning a lot of games.